DY Media One. Gisher and Font here with Coach Funk. And I know that the football season seems like a long way off, but I'm guessing the season has already started for you. Is this true?
It's always football season here at DY for us. And absolutely. We have an extensive summer conditioning program that's already been implemented. We're very fortunate to have the likes of Ross Jacola, who is a former DY graduate, assistant football coach and strength and conditioning coach with us. And the football season's well on its way. As a coaching staff, we've already met numerous times, and we'll meet once a week or so in July and August. And we are fully prepared for what we're ready to encounter in the fall. So we got a great group of kids that have been working out since the spring sports season has ended, and we'll continue that all summer.
So training has already started with Ross. Do the kids get the whole summer off, or do you have them working?
We have a little motto that says there's no off season here at DY. And we expect our athletes to participate in as many sports as they can during the school year, and we want them to be in tip-top shape come the fall. So we condition all summer long. We'll lift at the weight room here at the high school from 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday, under the direction of Jacola. Many of the coaching staff is there. We have that time set aside for all DY athletes, including field hockey players, volleyball players, ice hockey players. We want as many DY athletes to be involved in this summer conditioning program as we can. Now we push our football players to be there and to condition and to be in great shape. One of our goals is when we enter the double session period in August, we don't want to waste time on conditioning. We want to hit August in full stride so we can teach, implement, and put in our offense and our defense, and we can teach fundamentals, and we don't have to be concerned with conditioning. So our motto is that we need to be in shape now. And we have upwards of 40 to 50 kids every day in the weight room, and that'll get more in the summer when our finals end. And hopefully we can get some more athletes from other sports in there. And we've been in conversations with Coach O'Connor and Coach Donahue and Coach Scapato about some of the other teams we have here. And we want to make this summer conditioning program something that all athletes do. It's free. Jacola does a great job. He owns his own gym. He played Division I college football at the University of Albany. So he's a great resource for us to have. And it's been a huge benefit for us as a staff and as a team.
Sounds good. What are major goals for this upcoming season?
Well, our goals are always to win the league. We've won the league 3 out of the last 6 years. Go to the playoffs. Win on Thanksgiving. This year, the state has implemented a new playoff system, so there are 7 regular season games, and then the playoffs start. So the playoffs actually start before Thanksgiving. First place, second place in your league qualifies for the playoffs. So that's really our goal: is that we need to be ready to go for the start of the season and to make the playoffs.
No state championship?
Well, we take one step at a time, and yes, we've been in the playoffs a couple of different times, and we did have that state championship back in 2011. So ultimately, yes, that's our goal. That's what we play for. That's what we work hard for. That's why we're lifting all these weights and all these things. So, ultimately, that is the ultimate goal. There are small steps that we need to take to get there to make sure that we're all on track as we make our final push for that state title.
Who are some key players that Dolphin fans should be looking out for this year?
Well, we have a great core of kids coming back. I mean, we must have started on Thanksgiving last year, 2 or 3 seniors. So we are very well prepared with a veteran group coming back. Spencer Tyler was the all-league quarterback last year. He is back as a senior. Michael Dunn had a great game on Thanksgiving against Nauset, had 3 touchdowns. He's back as a running back and a quarterback and a defensive back. John Downs, Casey Allen, Kyle Pina, Jacob Paulina. These are all guys that are returning starters for us. Corey DeSimone, that are all somewhat in the mix as far as starting on offense, starting on defense. Chip Evangelista as a two-way starter as a sophomore last year. So there's a lot of key guys that will be in the mix that got a real taste of high school football last year and did a great job. We were really, really happy with what happened down the stretch with some of these young kids. Winning our last 3 games, beating New Bedford, Sandwich, and Nauset with 3 nice wins for the team as we finished the season.
What are some standout teams you're looking forward to playing this season?
The schedule's very interesting because of the new playoff system. We have always had a relationship with New Bedford, with Hingham, even Taunton, some of these bigger teams. Unfortunately, because of the new playoff system, we are not able to play those teams. We open up the season with Barnstable, which is always a big game. Big school right next to us, at home. So that's our one non-league game. And then the league schedule will start after that. So Marshfield, Plymouth North, Plymouth South, who won our league last year, Falmouth, Sandwich, and Nauset. And then after those 7 games, it's kind of hard to explain, but after those 7 games, they seed you, then you'll start the playoffs, and then you have a Thanksgiving Day game, and then the finals are after that. So this is a new system that was implemented, that's going to be implemented this year for the first time. So everybody's going to be kind of feeling their way through this new playoff system the state put together.
You mentioned that DY Barnstable is the first game of the season. Is it the biggest game in your lineup?
It's definitely a big game. It's a big game for the Cape. It's 2 really good programs. We've had our success against them recently. They beat us last year. They had a terrific team last year. It's definitely a big game, but as you look and move forward throughout the season, as we said early in the interview here, we're trying to make the playoffs. So yeah, the first game's big. It's Barnstable. We always want to make sure that we play well against them, and it's a big rivalry game. There'll be a big crowd there. But as we go along, our goal is to win the ACL, and by winning the ACL, that gets you a playoff berth. So the ACL games, each one of them is extremely meaningful, especially to get into the playoffs.
All right. Well, with that said, I wish you nothing but the best of luck in your upcoming season. And this is Guy Sharon Font, DY Media One, and we're signing off.